Welcome to the Puff Puff Pass podcast. I'm Dan-GANJA.
Scooby
Hollywood. Hollywood is here. For y'all who don't know, this is episode 6 of the Puff Puff Pass podcast. We're taking shit to another level this time around, man. We coming into the new month strong. We got guests lined up. I'm talking more motherfucking intense conversations.
More everything.
More kush. More fucking...
More tree.
Bro.
Right. More people in the studio. Just more.
Bro, gonna be fucking amazing, man. So welcome to episode 6 of the Puff Puff Pass. Whoa. Welcome to episode 6 of the Puff Puff Pass podcast. Let's welcome our guest. Our very first guest ever. Our first official guest on the podcast. Personal good friend of mine. Almost
also
like
part of the collective.
Yeah. He's in the he's part of the Rich Minds Collective. SeeImHollywood, aka Hollywood.
I'm here.
In the building. Feel free to introduce yourself real quick, man.
Man, I'm here, man. I'm part of the collective. I'm Hollywood. I've been making music for quite a while now. I just had to take a little hiatus, and we back.
Yeah.
We back.
We gonna get into that for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely gonna
Just
get
ready
into
for
all
some
types
good
of
things.
stuff.
New energy.
Hell yeah, man.
New conversation.
Bro, I'm glad you're here.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you're here.
Absolutely.
You live out of the city now, so
yeah, Sacramento.
So these are a little more rare, like these moments now. So
yeah.
How was it up there?
It's good, man. Real refreshing, different. Gotta see a different vibe sometime.
man,
Change
I
your
feel
outlook.
Different perspective on life. I see.
Yes, sir.
yeah, man.
More
Nonetheless,
spacious.
Yeah,
Getting to know nature a little bit.
there you go.
It's
See?
just different.
Change is good sometimes, you know. Some
yeah.
people are scared of change, but I think personally, like with change, like comes growth. You know, it forces you to stay
It's
out.
the only way to grow.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it forces
Yes,
you to
sir.
get out of your comfort zone a little
Yep.
bit. You know, and it forces you to kind of adapt and like, you know, you learn new shit down the line. You know, and that's definitely part of growing and just trying to be the best version of yourself. You know, stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, doing shit you're not really used to, and it doesn't hurt to learn some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Just learning to be uncomfortable.
Standing
you would.
alone.
Yeah, man. So SeeImHollywood is in the fucking building tonight. Really quick, like always, we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Intervision Apparel.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you check them out. NRVSapparel.shop. Use promo code RichMinds, all caps, $ at the end.
Unless you found it on, was it Facebook and Instagram, right? Then you spell it just all caps, no $.
Yeah, correct.
For whatever reason, they're not accepting the $sign on those two platforms.
Yeah, we just realized that. And for the inconvenience, guess what? Now,
Got y'all an extra 5%. So now instead of saving 10, you saving 15.
Lock it in.
See how we care about you guys.
Yeah.
we care here at the Puff Puff
Fight
Pass
for the
podcast.
percent.
But yeah, like I said, shout out to Intervision Apparel. Make sure you visit their website, nrvsapparel.shop. Remember, use promo code RichMinds, all caps, $ at the end. You'll receive 15% off your purchase. Unless you go directly on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you just use Rich Minds, all caps, no $, just use a regular S. 15% off. It's the same discount. Man, go get fresh. Cop some shit. I recently got some more
Same
shit
here,
too.
same here.
I know Scooby's still rocking his new shit.
I got something on the way right now.
There it is. Waiting on it.
100%.
Also, you can also get 15% if you tell them that Scooby sent you. That's the third option.
That's the third option.
Plug. Shameless plug. Let's get it how we live.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Intervision Apparel, SP, everybody, the whole team. Much love.
Yes, sir.
Want to give a quick shout out to Blossom Records just for supporting like everything we do, man.
Thank you to Blossom.
really
I
thank you.
appreciate you.
Just thank y'all. I just want to really quick show a quick appreciation to you guys really quick, man. Shout out to everybody at Blossom Records. Scoop Dizzle.
What's the deal?
How was your week, man, since the last pod? How you been? What's going on with you?
And
What's the world? How's the world treating Scooby?
the world's treating me pretty nice right now, man. It's raining tonight in a whole lot of different forms.
Real talk.
You feel what
real
I'm
talk.
saying?
I feel what you're saying.
Man. But yeah, no, it was a pretty interesting week. Let me just ask you guys a random question, you know what I'm saying? After you hooked up with the female, has she ever left like some panties in like your laundry or like your pocket or some shit and just
Yes, sir.
okay, see, that was the first for me this week. So it was just like,
Okay. We sharing space.
Does that mean next time I see you, you're pulling up with no pants?
I mean,
How does
she
this
left
work?
some for you.
I'll
She
come
left
back for
some for
these.
herself.
I don't know, but we'll see what comes up in the next couple of days.
Yeah, man. We ready for that.
Shout out. So
How was your week then?
So it seems like you had a pretty interesting week. So
It was eventful.
Well, shout out to you, man. Had a pretty good week, man. Busy for the most part, you know, not a bad thing. Breakfast in Italy dropped this past Friday.
Oh yeah, hey.
Obi-Wan.
How's Italy?
Shout
my
out
man?
to you, man. What's the? You been getting any feedback off the new single with Sanity Menon, Mad Max?
No.
Breakfast in
How
Italy.
do it sound?
Oh man, the song's a hit. I think feedback wise, everyone's loving it. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I'm excited. The song's
Yes,
out
sir.
finally.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, that I dropped music. I keep saying that, so I'm just excited that the song's finally out there. It's in the people's
Hell yeah.
hands and people are listening. I'm getting good
You
feedback.
can digest it. Yeah.
That's
Can
awesome, bro.
digest it. Get
Absolutely.
ready for the next one.
Excellent.
Because there is a next one.
There's gonna be
Okay.
next ones.
Sir.
It's
Okay.
always the next
Be
one.
next ones, man. But not yet. The
Bigger
song's
than the
dope.
last.
The song is real dope, man.
I think this is gonna be a strong year for the collective.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
In
very
general,
I'm very
yeah.
proud of us. I'm very proud of Obi. You know, Hollywood's here. We're gonna talk about his music journey later on in the show. And man, I think we're gonna have a strong year ourselves, man. A lot of content.
Podcast coming out every week. It's craziness.
But
Yeah,
it's time.
bro.
yeah,
Excited,
man.
exciting time.
It's
Excited
beautiful.
year, 2021.
Breakfast in
2021.
Italy.
Finally
that's
fucking
time to
legal.
grow.
Breakfast in Italy. That's how we're starting off. That's how we started off 2021. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So congrats to you again, Obi, on the single release and
Yeah, man. Shout out to again Mad Max, Sanity, Menon. Check it out if you guys haven't heard it yet. It's on Apple Music, Spotify.
It's everywhere.
It's
Obi-Wan
everywhere.
fool.
YouTube Music.
Oh,
There's
you
no
won, fool.
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan,
Fool.
bitch.
That's Obi-Wan, like literally O-B-1 and then Fool.
Rios
Yeah, F with
Three
three
O's.
O's.
3 O's.
everywhere. Check it out.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
Everywhere in
Run it up.
Run that up for him, man. So
Tap in.
So yeah, that dropped last Friday. So again, congrats to Obi. Shout out to Sanity Menon. Shout out to Mad Max. Had a few sessions this week. Actually, Zensoul dropped by on Tuesday, I believe. Zensoul, they're a rap duo, and they're
You was
based out of
telling me
Pomona.
about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they're fucking talented.
Very
man.
talented.
Rap duo. They consist of Zen Stokely, my boy Jay Solstice. Sorry, Jay Solstice. Excuse me. Goddamn. Good.
Man.
Zen Stokely and Jay Solstice, my motherfucking guys, man. Zensoul, they pulled up, they recorded some new shit. They're actually dropping a project on Friday, tonight. I'll cover that later. But yeah, they dropped by the studio. It was good to see them. It's always good to see them working, man. Good to see them progressing. I remember just when I first crossed paths with them, I just remember man, these dudes are fucking talented, bro. And now they're getting work done in our studio, man. It's an honor to help them continue to do their shit, man. So shout out to them, man. Zen Stokes dropped by. What else happened this week? Sanity pulled up too. Sanity pulled up on Wednesday, I believe. He was cooking up some shit. He's always working on new shit, man. So Sanity's keeping busy. He
just had Cam here tonight.
Yeah, Cam just left. Cam was here the other night, and then Arson and them just left. We literally had a session earlier today. Arson pulled up. He asked if he called me today, on some spontaneous shit. We had a photo shoot. Me and Sanity had a photo shoot lined up with Jason in the morning for the new EP we're dropping in February, and then got a call from Arson. He was just or I got a text from him, and he had hit me up saying, "Hey man, the studio open it all for a few hours. I'm trying to come out there, try to be creative and some shit." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, that shit's." Let's make it happen. He ended up pulling up with Killer Cam from the Players Club. John G Beats. I don't know if anybody's familiar with him, but fucking
He's also here though. Yeah.
very talented guy, man. He's worked with Don Kennedy.
Damn, that's fire.
Put in work, man. I think I'm saying his name correctly. Yeah, that's his artist name, John G Beats. He was in here just they were going through some shit. They were cooking up. It was dope, man. It's always good to be in that environment as an artist and just as a creative. So it was dope, man. Pretty busy week, but busy's good. Smoked hella kush. Bruh, since we got here.
Man.
This whole day.
So many trees.
It's a regular day at the Puff Puff Pass podcast. You know what I'm saying? Episode 6, man. Hollywood, you're here, bro.
Man,
You're our
we
first
can't-
official
man.
guest, man. You gotta make some
Let's get it,
motherfucking
man.
noise,
It's
man.
different right here. This is
Man.
different.
Hey, you out here, man.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you, man. Shit, it's good to see you, bro.
back.
Like, bro, you're like, my mom still asks about you sometimes. She's like, hey, yo, how's Kevin doing? You know,
Yeah.
this and that. I'm like, man, he's good. Like, he's doing his thing, and so
That's how you know it's love.
It's gonna be crazy to see this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show her this shit. She's gonna be tripping out. What?
Damn.
When
It's
we'll
been
see
so
you here.
long. That's crazy. He's still pulling up.
Bro, yeah, man. She always
That's
she
fire.
always mentions you, man. It's crazy.
Always got a good
That's how far
rapport with
back we go,
moms.
you know what I'm saying? Just so
Hell yeah.
motherfuckers know, like, there's history. Like,
Really
even Obi,
pulled up to
yeah,
each
like, it's
other's
crazy.
houses, like not no internet shit.
Bro.
Play
Nope.
basketball together.
Yeah, we gonna get into that shit. Yeah, we gonna get into that shit for sure. So yeah, man. SeeImHollywood. Hollywood. Welcome to the Puff Puff Pass podcast, man.
we here.
It's an honor to have you,
It is
Scoop
an honor.
Dizzle.
Absolutely.
Scoop Dizzle, what you want to tackle first, man? Let's cover some shit that was interesting to you.
Shit that was interesting to
The fuck
me.
popped off you
yeah,
this week,
man.
man. What caught your attention that you feel like you want to just what you want to talk about, man?
Man, what's going on?
All right. Well, how about this, y'all?
Or you know what? Hold on. Before we start, because this was kind of more fresh, right? What the whole Cali, like lifting the whole stay-at-home order, like that's
That's
more.
that's what I was
that's
going to
crazy.
get into.
My bad. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the whole fact that, hey, if you live in Cali now, as of a couple of days ago, you're able to go places.
Yeah.
It's no stay-at-home order.
When did that start exactly? When did they
It was
exactly?
a couple of days, like maybe Monday.
Yeah.
This
I don't
week?
know. I'm not sure.
Or the
I
past-
want to say it was this week.
oh shit. Okay, so couple
Sometime
I
days.
would
this
say,
week.
like, don't quote me, but it was recent.
I
That's
feel like
crazy.
it was this week.
And like, how do you feel about that personally?
Honestly, I really don't care. I don't.
Man.
Okay, Hollywood.
I mean, same thing. I really don't care. It's not gonna change my day.
Okay.
I'm still gonna be working on whatever I got to do and living my day to day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm not out here going crazy.
Right. Well, apparently they were fucking making that a big ass deal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were.
people hurting
were.
over it. It's crazy.
You really just can't win right now, no matter what you do.
I mean, it's just so, like I said, it's just so confusing this whole time,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
It's just so much information is getting put out, and then there's just, they're trying to figure out how to handle the situation, but it's just like mad confusion, bro. Like mad confusing, bro. Like
A lot of
goddamn.
sensationalism.
Right,
Just, let's make it all sound fun and happy and crazy, and then they'll pay attention.
But it's
crazy.
Nah, it all sounds great.
Yeah.
You tell us to stay home. We stay home, and it's like, oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'm just like, just wanted to get your take
All
on
right,
like.
but what's your
Hell
take
yeah.
though? Like, will it bother you? Does it affect you?
I mean, to me personally, like I said, I think I fall in that same boat. Like, I don't really care much about it. I mean, like I said, I've been kind of liking the idea of just staying low key, doing my thing too. Like, I've been laying low since this whole shit
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
last year. You know what I'm saying?
Just getting the
Smoking
work done.
kush, just
Constantly moving.
doing shit that I gotta do. You
Also,
know,
hey, if you've been investing your money in cryptocurrencies,
talk about it. I know you've
My
been
God,
dying to
let's
talk
go.
about
We
this.
ready. I'm trying to learn
Let's
something.
go. I know you've been dying to talk
Put me
about.
on
Hold
game.
on.
Let me just get you the
Let's see what them
the
stats
28th,
are like.
because this is coming out on the 29th. So
Oh yeah.
on the 28th, man, yo, if you purchased Dogecoin on any time before the 28th, any amount of it for less than a cent, a fraction of a cent, you really came up on some money, because it's now at like 8 cents, almost 10
It's
cents.
gradually growing,
Meaning,
It's
right?
going
yeah,
crazy.
it's moving faster than what some people think.
Bro, since we got here at the studio, what did it start at?
It started
It's like at 2 or 3, right?
yeah,
And then like it's gradually
crazy.
just been
moving
going
up, going down a bit, and then
That's
moving right.
crazy.
Oh man. So yeah, no,
far
that
right
was
now.
that. Also, how do you guys feel about the whole stock market taking off or limiting the purchases of like GameStop and what was the other one?
It
AMC.
was- Yeah, it was AMC theaters.
Damn,
Honestly,
really?
Like,
dude.
how do you limit what people or how much people can purchase of a stock? I mean,
Hey man,
That just sounds ugly.
it's I don't know, man. That's just kind of strange. It's like, bro, like so now it's kind of making it feel like it's kind of making it seem like you're telling people what to invest their money in. Like, okay, we don't like the fact that you invested into
I don't like that you're making so
brisk
much.
iced tea, like whatever you're
Right.
drinking right here, because it's not the most popular shit, and that's not usually what happens.
Mm.
And it's just weird. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
it's like motherfuckers do that shit those companies do that shit every
Absolutely.
day. You know, you don't think so? Like,
That's how they make it
you
kill.
don't think they tell their homies like, hey, yo, man, invest in this and this and this because this shit's going up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I actually have this, like,
Word of mouth.
bro.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
now that I think everyone's kind of more tapped into this, like, because I'm not even really fully tapped in,
Right,
but
right.
I hear you and a bunch of our people, like talking
Absolutely.
about it. You know what I'm saying? So I know about it,
Right.
Yes, sir.
and it's like crazy, bro. It's like, damn.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
You think it's gonna?
Bitcoin's climbing back up to like 33, 34. It's getting, back to what it should be at right now.
Yeah. Are you familiar with anything like that, Hollywood? Or
Nah,
or
not
what-
really, man. Baby steps right
Right.
now. I
Right.
don't know. I'm listening to this man right here.
Hey, Scooby's
He
been
know.
like tapped in. Apparently,
I'm telling you.
I just that Dogecoin just spoke to me, man. When I had seen it a couple months back, it was just like interesting. Read up on it, bought some, and seen what happened.
Yeah.
It'll work for you now, huh?
And it's been profitable.
That's what's up, man.
Positive step.
That's what's
My
up,
water, yeah.
man. That's what's up, man. Oh shit.
Ooh, it's dangerous in here.
Don't
God,
don't test my
Cali,
hands
drop
over
that
here.
shit. Oh, God.
Mike Tyson,
Reflexes
hands
real
me.
quick.
Hands me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I think I've said this a couple episodes already. I need to tap in that shit already.
I need to get involved.
Man.
Yo, for the listeners,
let me
yo,
live, dog.
It's
please,
at 6.
please
Let's get in
comment
now.
Hey,
on
let me live, son.
yeah, how many episodes he's said that already. To any listener that
Hey,
caught
whoever gets
that,
it right, you'll get something for you. I don't
For
know
real.
what it is, but we'll figure it out.
I'll give you some Dogecoin.
You might need some merch or
You put the time and effort to
Nah,
figure it
for real,
out.
nah.
Hell yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll-
A gift.
We'll get you some merchandise from Intervision or something like that.
Hell yeah. We're going to look at a good code for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. So that's what's been going on in the cryptocurrency world and the
Stocks in general.
stocks. Damn. Yeah, man, it's just been getting crazy over there. I don't think what they did was fair though at all. But
At all.
I mean,
But
At
my
this-
real
Yeah.
issue is, why are you mad at Robinhood? They're a third party. What you should be mad at is Wall Street in general.
Oh, yeah.
Just because Robinhood's not, going to support it or whatever,
Yeah.
or making you do limits, like, that's not even, they're just trying to abide by what the rules are now because people are getting mad.
yeah.
Mhm.
Don't get mad at the third party. If
Not at
and if
all.
you are, then take your ass to New York and go out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do what you gotta
do
do.
it that way.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Like I said, and I'm not even in it, but I understand the concept. And like you can see it like from the outside looking in. Like you can still understand like
right,
what's
right.
going on. And it's kind of unfair, bro. Like
I mean, it's very
didn't they
unfair.
have like the owner of I'm probably wrong as fuck on this, but didn't they have like the owner of like Robinhood on like some CNN?
Was it the owner?
I don't even know, bro. I don't know, but he was kind of talking about, kind of saying something similar to that. Like, you know, how it's kind of like, I think he said something along the lines like, you know, you're like, how can you tell people like what to invest their money in, like what to invest their money into? You know, like that goes against kind of like, isn't that like kind of go against everything like this country kind of stands for and shit? Like, you know, like freedom to like do what you want to do type shit. And
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
you know, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But it's like, I just think like the whole overall concept of like of them doing that shit is kind of unfair.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, I read some shit about, this is kind of fucked up. How do you feel about, dude, I read some shit about the banks. Apparently the
Oh
banks.
yeah, no, they collected some money.
Bruh. It's fucked up, man. So apparently
Yeah.
the banks, it says right here, the banks collected more than 30 billion, bro, in overdraft fees in 2020. But it's like, bro, it's like due to COVID-19, of course. Bro, motherfuckers weren't, you know, people.
Exactly.
Bro,
So it's-
people weren't working.
How do you want me
People
to-
aren't
yeah.
working. Where's the income coming from?
It's like, man, how you gonna? It's like, bro, it's like, how you gonna do that to your people? Like, you know, like, it's like, man, that's fucked up. Like that's
How's
just,
that even a thing?
and that shit's really happening, bro. Like people
Right,
are getting
right.
evicted from their
But that's why you
homes.
see like people putting money into like cryptocurrencies. Because if you utilize them right, they can be like a savings. They can be.
Something.
Oh yeah, no,
accumulate over time.
that's exactly. But you know, it just depends on how you see it and how you want to use your money. You can't force nobody. I can only tell you of
Yeah.
options. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was pretty fucked up. Like when I saw that shit,
Absolutely.
I was like,
For sure.
Because I wasn't able to buy it at the right time, so now I'm really mad. No, I'm just playing.
what the fuck? Not even- what?
Because they had taken it off Robinhood or like limited, you know what I mean? So I couldn't really overspend and buy a lot of it. Because
Yeah.
there's a limit. So,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Like there was a cap on it. So I'm like, I was joking that I was.
I think we're talking about something different because I was talking about the story stuff. I didn't know. I thought we were talking about the story stuff.
Never mind. Whatever. All
Yeah,
right.
my bad.
I'm
I
high.
lost you.
I'm high. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I lost
Same,
myself.
bro.
I don't know. My bad. But
We
yeah,
are
I just
collecting
read that. I
ourselves.
thought it was pretty fucked up, man. Like, you know, like that they're still doing that shit to like knowing damn well like we're in a time in a time like this. You know,
Right.
people
Yeah.
obviously haven't been working, have no source of income. you know, you've been hearing stories of that, like people just getting evicted and getting kicked out of their spot. I thought that was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Anything else that
I mean, that was pretty much it. That was pretty, like, man. I have no real comments on that one. That was that whole topic kind of threw me for a loop. Kind of, I had to kind of like, you know, just regain myself. Remember what we're talking about? Yeah, no. The banks definitely cleaned up on us. That was
they went crazy.
absolutely.
you gonna do shit like that? Like,
I know,
and
then
take out GameStop.
right.
What the fuck did they do exactly?
No, they just like put a cap on how much you can like purchase at a time on through Robinhood. But that's what I was saying, because like, you know, if you don't have the money in the account, then you get overdraft type stuff. But people want to do that, so it's like it all ties in. Whatever.
Crazy, man.
Anyways,
fucking
joke,
crazy.
man.
Kid Cudi though. Kid Cudi's just announced that he's putting out a clothing line.
Okay.
How do you feel about that, yo?
It's kind of fire. I want to see what that looks like.
Right.
I mean, he's so colorful. It's like when his music breathes.
Mm-hmm.
It is a color.
Right.
Like,
I've always been a fan of Cudi, so it's like,
heck yeah.
hell yeah. I think I'm curious.
Exactly. I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen, what's gonna be produced by him.
Did he say exactly like what it's gonna be? Like is he doing like everything like jeans and like or is he just doing like kind of like t-shirts? And I think he might try to like invent like his own like create his own jeans type of shit, you know? Like take it to that level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like really get
that's
like
what it would be, like his own style and look, like his own, like to where you can take it to like fashion week and do some shit like that. Like
and that'd be pretty sick, man. I'm curious to see what Kid Cudi comes up with for that.
Can't lie.
I'm very curious. I'm very excited to say. Did he happen to drop like a
name or anything?
Like a name for the
branding
upcoming clothing line at all?
dang.
Does it say that?
It's probably real.
I did not see one. No, I just heard that he had announced on that. Yeah,
That's fire. Still fire.
Still just looking forward to it.
I mean,
Pretty sick, man. Shout out to Kid Cudi. Definitely looking forward to that, man. I don't have anything else really this week that
They really got your
personally,
attention. Yeah,
personally
we're
that really
talking
caused
about.
me.
I feel you.
Unless did I miss anything, or you want anything else you want to touch on at all?
Oh, we're good. Let's get into like some sports, man.
Yeah, I got some shit on sports for sure.
All right, fuck it. How about this, yo? The Heat plan to use COVID-19 sniffing dogs for screening at games.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that's
I
with the
can't do it.
Hey.
No, I love
For
my
the fans,
dog.
Yeah,
the
so
fans-
they're gonna let fans in, but apparently
Yeah,
the
fans.
dogs have been trained to sniff
Dang.
on if you have
I wonder how
COVID
they
or
would
not.
test
do you believe that is real?
Nah, but I mean,
Do you believe it's impossible?
Bleacher Report,
It sounds impossible.
Bleacher Report put this out. I was just like, that's kind of a credible
You
source.
think
So,
a dog?
hey man,
Dang.
do you think a
I
dog
love
can
my
sniff
dog,
weed?
though.
I'm just playing. Yeah, no, but they can. I don't know, man. I really don't know
it's
how to feel on that
possible.
one.
You think it's possible like a dog could sniff out a
I don't
sickness?
know. I just want to be
Be like,
optimistic
hey,
on
you
this
can't
one.
come in this.
Right,
You can't come in the arena. My
You smell
dog
sick as
says,
shit. Like, get out of
My
here.
smell
dog
like
just sniffed
sickness.
another
Right.
dog, and now,
Take a walk.
Okay.
You smell like the vid, man. Get out of here.
Oh.
How many people were around you?
How many people were? Yeah. It was a limit to this stuff.
Bro, do you think that is real though? Is that even? Oh,
Hey,
that's kind of like.
I
bro,
just shout out to those
is
dogs
that
getting
possible?
money, man. Right.
Hey, the dogs got
Like, how
families to
many
feed,
people are
too.
they gonna find? How many people are? How many people are they gonna sniff out?
It's just a chance to like it's another option to profile people now.
Man,
Because you really think these dogs know, and you're like, come on, man,
Fuck
get out of here.
no! Like, come on. That's what I'm just like.
But
bruh,
if you look a
this
certain way,
shit-
hey, we're gonna have to talk to you over.
maybe this makes more sense.
man. For who though?
Hey, not for
You know what
me.
I'm saying? Not for
Yeah.
us. Not for
For the system.
For this, right,
For
right.
the system.
shit. See how quickly that motherfucker.
Yeah, right. That's
switch.
That's switch real
quick.
Hey man, fuck.
What's
Also
up?
this past week, fuck man. It was it's been a year since Kobe's passing.
Yeah,
One
no.
Didn't he
year.
pass on the 26th?
He
January
did.
26th? That's crazy. Cali,
That's difficult to stomach.
man,
Yeah.
where we kind of I think we covered that like a while
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
When we were like probably like on our early episodes, like.
Second, yeah.
But where was? Because I know us. We played basketball growing up,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like Kobe like off rip is like just someone that I think
icon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's somebody that lived in your brain and in your soul in a space that most people don't ever get to.
Yeah.
Household name.
Right.
You know, somebody that like you raised your kids watching. It's like, man, or you as a kid got to watch and like, man, it's you know, he was a lot of LA culture and he was what we lived with and appreciated it. We all kind of felt like we knew him.
Yeah.
Damn, no Kobe. Like
you.
man, everything I do is based on him. Why would I want to fade away? Well, it was Kobe. You know, for some it was Jordan, but for me it was Kobe.
Right.
So it's like, you know, I said Kobe when I shot the little, you know, paper balls in class.
Right.
No work, Kobe.
How when you first heard that shit, like when you first got the news, like
Where were you at?
Yeah, like where were you? Like what the fuck? And like how did you like?
Yeah.
How did you take that in?
I can remember the moment. I sat there. I was laying there on the couch, and for some reason I had fallen asleep, and I woke back up. I was like, TMZ, you know, all these, you know, news stations saying bullshit again. I just don't understand. I ain't rocking with this. And then as you search, like, let me check on that and see what that fact is like or whatever. And you start seeing every news station just pop up and Kobe died in a helicopter. Dang, I didn't even realize he was into helicopters and how important that was on his life. Like, I don't want to believe it. Like, everybody was in a state of shock in a sense. And then even if you weren't, you just kind of mask that and just act like you were because it couldn't be real that somebody's so huge. It's just like, you know, Nip when he died. It's two things that we just never expect to hear, you know, about two people that we kind of, it kind of was embedded in our system, in our blood. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy to think, like, dude, it's already been a year. I still haven't been able to digest that, like, dude is gone. You know, that's fucked up, man.
And it's still Mamba mentality.
Man.
At all times.
Like, you know, time keeps going, bro. Like, shit. Shit's crazy, but
He wouldn't want anybody to stop.
Background and shit. It's raining. It's
raining.
raining.
It's raining pretty hard.
Ambiance.
But yeah, man. RIP to Kobe. I was just like tripping. Like I even caught myself going back to watching a few Kobe highlights again. And, like on that day, and it's just like
detail.
Damn.
Watching this little show and you know how they documented, you know, what somebody was doing in each play and what the idea was out of each huddle. Like really breaking the game down for people who were willing to pay attention.
Yeah, man. Kobe was fucking talented, man.
Yeah,
Kobe
amazing.
Kobe was so different that he had a commercial of people booing him, and he orchestrated it like a conductor, you know, throughout the commercial and stuff.
Bro,
and saying
crazy.
that their boos pretty much fueled him to do better things. Like he just really didn't care. You do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get in sync. And
81.
like you really gotta sit, and think, man, this man loved you not liking him.
Mm-hmm.
And if you loved him, then he loved you harder. Like, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That man loved the game.
And after we went to sleep, it's like he's still shooting 1,000 shots.
Right.
Like Kobe, the one that already made it, that's there, that has a legacy, is still shooting 1,000 shots. Until he folded, like until he, you know, was injured, he was still shooting it. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, RIP Kobe, man. Crazy how it's already been a year, man. In other news, have you heard about this whole like Michael Jordan versus like the Ball family apparently?
Versus the Ball family?
Well, I don't know if it's the Ball family, but I read some shit that they were saying that LaVar Ball was apparently not happy over there in Charlotte. That's where he's at, right? With the
LaVar, but LaMelo.
Oh, LaMelo.
But,
My bad. Oh, you're right.
LaVar's the dad.
I'm tripping. I'm fucking high. But
Very
yes,
good.
I correct myself.
Teamwork.
I got LaMelo on my fantasy basketball team, so I know.
Yeah, my bad. It was LaVar. It was
really
LaVar
good
Ball.
off.
My bad. The father. You're right. It was MJ versus the father. Like apparently he had some words. He had said some shit.
I heard some like along the lines like he's saying that his kids are not like they're not role players or starters. Because right now LaMelo's like coming in as like a sixth man, whatever. However it works, you know what I mean. But he's producing. He's just he had a couple bad games with turnovers and stuff. But after that, he's been putting up solid points. So he's gonna start. It's just let the kid play.
He needs a little seasoning. You know, you don't just throw him in the pot.
Exactly.
Let him cook a little
By
bit.
like All-Star break or maybe even right after it, he should be in the start.
Hell yeah.
And bro, from what I've seen, like the kid looks good, bro.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget that he has been playing with pros just in different countries.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like
Europe and
he
then over
didn't
there,
just
I'm thinking
quit.
like
He didn't just
Australia,
take some
I believe.
time.
Yeah.
I think it hasn't the father always been known for like kind of doing kind of like shit like
Yeah,
this?
you kind of had to expect that whenever he was around with any son. Just,
I mean, you already did a great thing by getting all three of your sons a chance to get into the league.
Really close, yeah.
Like, just let them do what they're gonna do. Like, don't steal their, you know what I'm saying, their shine and stuff. Let them,
Is that where is that you think
live.
is driven? Like, he's trying to just
that's kind of what I think is driven.
And these are my kids. I have a right to say like,
yeah,
they're like, what's their role on the team they're on or whatever.
right. Yeah,
because he just looks like that type of parent. That's all.
yep. As a coach, when I used to coach volleyball, it was like, it was always going to be a person doing that. And it might be good to test the water sometimes. It just, it's one of those things that's there. But I don't know. You expect that.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I think any father would do that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Right, but at this point, he's a grown man.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
a professional.
Man,
like,
he can comment on his
unless
career.
he says,
I wouldn't go to your job and do this shit to your boss, Dad. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like,
come on, bro.
I feel like unless he starts saying, like the kids start saying he's
Right.
unhappy there,
Yep.
then it's
Because
like,
he could be completely happy with how the role is working for him.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, the times I've seen him play, like, shit, looks good out there.
Yeah.
Like probably the one of the better brothers, like one of the better one that came in the NBA. Like he's balling out. I think
Mm-hmm.
wasn't he like the youngest
Triple double?
player to have a triple double recently
Yes,
too?
sir.
Like
Yeah.
not too long ago. Like there you go. Like
Ever. That's history.
making strides. Definitely in the right direction. Like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
so yeah. But I just thought that was interesting. Like of course, I totally forgot it was the dad. Like I feel like he always like stirs up some type of.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what he's good at.
a lot of
He's
talent
good at
always
marketing.
brings like different personalities with it. So just it comes with the territory. But on a brighter note, though,
Stay on basketball. What else?
yeah, no, I am. I'm getting into it. The NBA had the first game where two women were officiating it.
Man,
The
that's
same game.
crazy.
So
It's
Yeah,
crazy
dude,
to me
it's-
that that's the thing.
it's
Like,
evolving.
in
It's getting
2021,
more
it's still that.
neutral over
You know?
there. Like that's
It is.
It's a good thing.
It should have been a long time ago. It's good that it's happening, but like
Right.
to understand that it's currently what's going on.
Nice.
Crazy
yeah,
thing.
well, yeah. Is that how you feel? It's like how do you feel when you see now
Yeah,
Things like that.
instead of two
Like women coaching and you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Also
It-
getting into
It's
those
a gender
roles.
role that need to just be let go. It's something of
Exactly.
the past. It's no need. It's no reason that we should ever question a woman as a president or as a person officiating. Because a person is a person. Anybody with an opinion, direction, and mindset as to where they're going is gonna make their decisions. So it's like it's crazy.
I hear you, bro. Yeah, man. But that's awesome, man. That was that was a game that happened recently in the NBA.
This is
It was
beautiful. Beautiful
a couple
change.
days ago.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, that yeah. I felt like that was something big.
Yeah,
Man,
and like
like-
I feel like if you go back, like we've been covering quite a bit of those
Right, it's
things happening in sports, and I think that's
happening
awesome,
a lot.
man.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, bro. Like you
Growth in
said,
the sport.
yeah, like you said, like that whole gender role, that shit just needs to just
be done.
do away with
someone,
that.
yeah,
Because Scooby said you said
Exactly.
you said it's similar, like something similar in one of the early episodes too. Like,
no, it's just if someone can like scheme better than you can, like all right, if a woman can scheme a game plan better than a man, why not take her if she's gonna win you the game? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want to build a team with solid people with that around you. So
Yeah.
however she gets
Well, is
down
there
or
a
whatever,
question?
let her do.
Heck
Then as for officiating, if she knows the game enough to know
Exactly.
the ins and outs of it, then let her get money. What
Yeah.
what is wrong with
Shit.
you?
Why
Yeah.
is there a difference?
There really shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
that's awesome, man.
They're wearing the same shirts.
Man.
But no, that's awesome, man. And yeah, just wanted to ask Hollywood, like, how you feel, because we've covered. I don't know if you've tuned in, but we've covered quite
Yeah,
a few
I
of
love
those,
tuning in, man.
of those like sports stories with like just those types of changes happening, whether it's coaching or like you said, officiating, things like that. So it's pretty
Right,
awesome,
right.
man.
Which is a
No,
great
but not
thing
even
to
that,
touch on.
like the front office stuff. Last week we talked about some of the G League GMs were now being more feminine, or not feminine. I'm sorry. Like there was two females that were in that role in the G
Yeah.
League. I'm sorry, yeah. Kind of got
Yeah.
tongue tied back, yeah.
You good? It's the Puff Puff Pass podcast. We're fucking high. We've been smoking hella kush.
We are not
and
sober.
I'm not lying.
Outside of
I'm
that though,
telling you.
hey, what do you guys think about the the Baseball Hall of Fame not inducting anybody this year?
Why is that?
Yeah, I didn't understand
Honestly,
that.
I have no clue. I'm thinking it's more of maybe everybody that's on the ballot has been, like tainted with steroids, probably.
Is it getting to that point where like they're running out of players to
definitely is a
induct?
tough thing.
Because like Barry Bonds has been on it, so he's there. I think Sosa too. I want to say Sosa's still on
What
there.
about Mark McGwire?
I haven't. I'm not even sure. But yeah, no. It's just like
Remember him? You remember
they
Mark
chose
McGwire?
that.
That right there, that's crazy.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, damn, that's crazy. You think
It was fun talking about him in class, like talking about him, you know, on the day to day with your friends.
Yeah, Barry Bonds
Dang.
too. Like, man, it's. Do you think it's getting to the point for the MLB where like they're running out of players to induct, and like it's getting to like that group of people that they feel like kind of did wrong by the game by choosing to use performance enhancing drugs and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, but you have a lot of players. I mean, granted, they're probably not going to be all
Hall of Fame stats or
well, not even stats, but like they probably won't all be World Series champions, but you will have good players that were in key systems. Did well in this, that, and the third that have stats that can back it.
Exactly. I've always said that too. I think like people need to lose that whole stigma of like, oh, they ain't got no rings, they ain't got no champ.
Because rings are important.
Yeah,
let's not count those out.
I'm not counting that out, but I'm just saying like
you can Dan Marino the system, get all these stats and break records, whatever the fuck, but just not have a ring. I mean, all right, fuck it. You were still good enough to get into the Hall of Fame.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
There's
still,
Stafford.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, there's some fucking great like basketball players that have no fucking rings.
There's some great baseball players that don't even. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's just like the musicians that like Snoop that don't have a Grammy.
There it is.
Like same thing, same concept. Doesn't make sense. It's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't get why they wouldn't. I mean, but if it is coming down to that point for like for the MLB where like they feel like, man, we have no one to choose from that we feel is like of that
worthy of it.
Yeah, that then I don't fucking know. I mean, that's kind of strange. I think that's a little weird. That's
very weird.
That's the first time that's ever happened, or it's been women's. Or
is this normal?
I think that was the first time.
Or did it say like
it's 2013? So it's happened.
So it's happened before.
Damn, that's kind of recent too.
What the fuck? I know. I wonder why.
I'm telling you, it's probably because everybody that from that era is retired and
who determines like who gets voted on like those Hall of Fame ballots? Is it the fans or is it the actual like?
It's the Baseball Writers Association.
Man, okay.
So that association just they I'm pretty sure it's like different sports writers in general, and then probably like a former GMs or shit like that. You know what I mean? People probably in the front office. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
That really is a trip.
Yeah, well, I don't understand why they wouldn't, but I guess if it's happened before,
right?
I guess whatever. I guess it's
okay to happen again.
Yeah,
right?
it's okay to happen again. I don't know if you're a big baseball fan, you're probably disappointed about that.
Right?
Fuck it. Maybe I don't know, man. That is pretty weird. I would just say like I think Barry Bonds. I don't know. You think they're ever gonna let these dudes in, bro? Like since let's just end the topic like that. You ever think they're gonna ever let a baseball player like because Barry Bonds is in the Hall of Fame yet, right?
No, he's not.
No.
Mark McGwire, like you said, Sammy Sosa. Who else is like kind of falls in that?
I'm not too sure on Sosa, but
I'm not too sure.
But McGwire, I don't think he is either.
I don't think he is.
Konsenko, none of them.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's just like.
Do you think like the baseball league's gonna ever like if allow those players to ever be inducted, get the opportunity?
Yeah. Okay. If they can allow A-Rod in the Hall of Fame when he's up for it, then they should let Barry Bonds in because A-Rod took steroids.
That's
also.
true.
Yeah.
All right. Did they?
Damn.
No, I'm just saying if he does because I think he has like to meet a certain amount of years of being retired before you.
I got you.
Or yeah.
Before you can even be considered to like
be on there.
Got it. Damn. Okay. Well, damn, that's crazy. Well,
that's a trip.
If you're a baseball fan, sorry,
something to watch out for.
You ain't getting no Hall of Fame fucking ceremony or whatever this year.
Right.
Blame them.
Another thing I seen though, one of the Suns players is receiving death threats from not playing well or whatever. But how do you guys feel about that topic? Like people threatening your life because you're a sport. You know what I mean? You
it's a job. Like what are you talking about? Sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you don't.
Right. There it is.
One thing I've hated about sports, because I used to love sports, man. I played basketball growing up, all types of shit, and the one thing I used to hate about sports though is just how some people just take it too motherfucking like way too serious.
Like I never understood the riots after the game. Like we won. What we need to riot for?
We're gonna fuck shit up that we have to fix, anyways.
Yeah, like we gonna have to pay for this.
And it's like, and it's kind of strange how just like, you know, dude, like it's, I understand like there's competition. Like, yeah, I understand the competition side of it. Like, yeah, like, you know, you have rivalries within like certain teams. I mean,
as a fan, are you playing? Are you a part of the organization? No.
it's like,
So what does it really matter to you?
yeah, I think that type of shit is like unnecessary, you know?
You're not employed to love this way. Like this, that's very toxic. You should get that checked out.
Right.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think that's just a little strange. Who was the player?
Jay Crowder. He's like a power forward, small forward.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Wasn't he on the Dallas Mavericks or some shit before?
I believe he was.
You know who he
Not
is?
at all.
That dude right there. Show the photo. Yeah, I think he was on the Mavericks before. But yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, that's one thing I don't like about sports, bro. Like, yeah, some people take shit
Way
Whole
too
to a
nother
whole
far.
nother level. Like, bro, relax. It's a fucking sport, dude. Like,
Bro,
it's
he
a
could go
game,
for
bro.
30
Like,
tomorrow.
these motherfuckers.
Literally.
Like,
Bro.
it's crazy.
That being said, that it's a game. I also read that if you're a Steelers fan, Big Ben is coming back, and he's also taking a pay cut.
Big Ben.
Yeah, he's
From
coming
the
back.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, sir. If you're a Steelers fan,
Pittsburgh.
I guess that's good news for you. You know what I mean? You get another washed up quarterback. No,
Oh,
but
man.
I mean, he's getting
Taking
old,
your
my man.
shots.
He's getting
Shots.
old. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
shots fired on the
but he is taking a pay
Pass
cut
podcast.
to free up money for possible female players to come over and whatever sign free agents.
Oh, feel
Spark
free.
it, yeah,
Nigga.
please.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. So he was gonna retire, but he's coming back, or he wasn't considered.
No, but they gave him an offer. It was just for the money, or well, less of the dollar amount that he was asking, like a couple million less, just to save
shit.
money in order to
Sheesh.
get like new players to come back, and like free agency type stuff, or to
Yeah.
re-sign other players.
He's gonna for sure be the quarterback over there.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know if that's good or bad news for Pittsburgh Steelers fans.
It just all depends on if you like the quarterback or not. I mean, he's not a bad quarterback. He's just old and he's kind of injury prone at this point. Like he's been getting hurt a lot, so it's ups and downs. You know what I mean? You really got to like him, I guess. We'll see what Snoop thinks.
Just that's wrong football. What do you think about? It looks like it's gonna be Kansas City and Tampa Bay for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
What do you think's gonna take that? Do you have any early predictions for us?
Honestly, I think Casey's gonna do it. But it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a high scoring game. Oh yeah.
Man.
What about you, Cali? Are
Man,
you into football now? Is that not your thing?
Not at all. It's
Yeah.
just
I'm
I
the
never
same
really
way,
got it.
but
But it's nothing against it. I wanted to learn, but it just didn't. It never clicked for me.
So
It's
you
just
don't
all
watch football at all?
basketball.
You don't at all?
All
You
basketball.
don't got a favorite team, favorite football
Well, it's all
team?
Niners. That's what my family was
Oh.
since I was young. Yeah, so it's
Okay.
always gonna be Niners.
Oh, okay.
But you know, I ain't so knowledgeable.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, well. So
Loyalty.
early predictions, you think it's going to be Kansas City, huh? Scooby?
Absolutely.
Shit, I'm curious
Hey
to
man,
see.
I trust Scoob, man.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll see. Oh, we have any early predictions in the Super Bowl? At all?
Nope.
Oh,
All right. Hey, look
Fair
at
enough.
trying to just let you know, man.
Well,
Put your money on Kansas City.
okay. The Puff Pass podcast. We're looks like we're going for Kansas City. So we'll when that shit comes, hopefully
It's in
we'll
another week, yeah.
hopefully we gonna come back with some good news. I told y'all.
Put your money
Listen
on
to
them.
us.
Right.
Shit. Anything else you want to cover in sports really quick, or
No,
You good?
That was my week in sports, Dan.
all right for sure. I want to cover some music really quick, and then I want to get into our guest. You know, because Hollywood's here.
Right.
I want to make sure,
Easy
like we
call.
tap in with him. I want him to use his platform to I want the people to get to know him. I want the people to but really quick, let me cover some music for you guys, man. So let's check it out. So in case you guys didn't know, new single by Sanity Menon and myself, Jump In. It's gonna be available on all platforms. It's actually available on all platforms right now.
Yeah,
We're recording
stream
right
that,
now.
stream that.
Yeah, man. It
But when
dropped-
this is out, that's gonna be out.
yeah, exactly. When we drop this shit, it's gonna be out. So make sure you check it out. The link's gonna be in our bios. It's gonna be on the Rich Mind Collective's bio. make sure you run those motherfucking streams up for us, please, man.
Please and
Download,
thank you.
purchase the single.
Just jump in, you feel me?
Man, thank you guys, man, for all the love so far. And like, man, just get ready, man. Because we got a lot more music coming in February. I'm very excited.
Absolutely.
Like I said, the team, like I said earlier, I'm very excited.
We're busy this year.
Very excited for the
More
team.
than last year.
Yeah, taking a
this-
step forward.
I think this is the episode we're gonna talk a little bit, talk a little bit of our talk a little bit.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, we got a lot of shit coming out, man. Obi just dropped, set the tone a little bit.
Right,
Breakfast
right.
in
Yes,
Italy.
sir.
Like that wasn't just like no
you ain't
Right,
heard
standard
just
that
shit.
in
yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like anyone that knows Obi-Wan Food, like that man is musical. Is musical. You know, that's a musical
Yeah.
man right there. Like, you know, like fucking Batman, Bruce Wayne. That motherfucker's in
Hell
his
yeah.
cave cooking up. You know, he's
Hell
up
yeah.
to some shit. You know, so Sanity Menon DAN-GANJA, jump in. The single's gonna be available at midnight. Make sure y'all check that out. Also want to give a quick shout out to Zensoul, because they're also dropping a project. I mentioned that earlier. Their project's called Blending In. Gonna also be available on all streaming platforms. Same deal. It's available now. Make sure y'all
It's
check
everywhere,
that
yeah.
out. Two talented cats. If you guys don't know, I recommend you guys tap in.
It's a vibe.
Zensoul, some talented motherfuckers, man. And shout out to them. Much love. Like, they know what it is. Like, man, very, very honored to be in their presence. You know, like just young, talented dudes. Love what they're doing with their brand. Just love what they're and I
Just
heard
what they're about in general.
yeah, and I heard some of the project like when they were here, like before y'all, you know, before,
yeah.
and like, you know, like this shit sounds good. Like it sounds like they're definitely taking this shit
To another level.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Very
They put
excited for
real
them, man.
spirit in that.
So again, shout out to Zensoul. Make sure you check out their new project, Blending In. It's going to be available on all streaming platforms right now when you hear this on the Puff Puff Pass podcast. Lastly, huge shout out to Zay. She's also going to be dropping a project this
it's coming
weekend.
up.
It's going to be available on all streaming platforms as well. It's going to be called Mirages.
Oh yeah.
That one actually, what happened with that one?
Man, I tracked that entire project for
Mhm.
here at Control Room Studios, and just
That's beautiful.
I got to hear the whole project.
man, it was an honor, you know, to help her put this shit together. And like, you know, she had the idea for like, you know, her whole rollout. Man, it was just dope seeing it, man. You know, Zay again, just someone that I'm excited for. Man, you guys are definitely in for a treat, man. On Sunday, you guys need to tap in if you haven't pre-saved it. I'm pretty sure she has the pre-save links in her bio. Check her out, Zay. That's ZZAY. Make sure you check that out, man. Mirages, that's gonna be dropping on Sunday. Very excited for her. Yeah, I think that's all for music right now.
I know,
You know, just wanted to kind of plug in our people this episode. I think
pretty much.
I
And
think
we're
we're
gonna
keeping
start
this-
with
this-
we're gonna start with Cali.
yeah, this episode's real in-house. You know, it's got a real in-house vibe. SeeImHollywood's here. What happened? What happened, Obi?
Everywhere we got.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
way more.
Hella
yeah.
music. Yeah, man.
It's
got-
time to flood everybody, man. It's a good time to release.
Yeah,
2020 people
absolutely.
listen. 2021 even more.
Hey, Hollywood. Let's get into our guest, man. Again, everybody, welcome. SeeImHollywood, our first official guest
Man,
at the
we
Puff
here.
Puff Pass podcast.
Starting 2021
Welcome,
different.
welcome.
Hell
Welcome.
yeah.
Bro, like I said, man, it's dope that you're here, man. It's not, we don't get to see each other like how, as
Man,
much as
like
we used to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed. But, you know, it's a good thing. You know, it's a good thing. But I just we definitely wanted to capitalize on this
Time
opportunity.
here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's the
Scooby had
perfect
mentioned
time.
it when we were trying to plan like the next couple episodes. We were like, yo, man, since Hollywood's gonna be out here, might as well
Let's
try
do
to-
it.
I'm like, bro, I'm
Hell yeah.
gonna hit him up, and I called you right then and there.
Yeah, right then and there.
Called you right then and there, like, hey,
Lock
yo,
me
bro,
in.
we gotta have you on, bro.
Hell yeah. And it's awesome because, you know, before we didn't take advantage of the time we had, and now it's like, hey, when I'm here, let's lock in some way,
Man.
way, shape, or form. You know?
And you seem to be like that. You got a photo shoot after this, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I'm
Hollywood.
trying to keep it moving.
Hey, Hollywood is. I feel like you on your business shit, like
Yeah.
Scooby, like
I'm
like
on
what
my
Scooby
business
would
shit,
say.
bitch.
We on the tour days like
There
high
it
school
is.
football.
There
You
it
in
is.
the podcast? You got a podcast? Look,
Photo
interview,
shoot,
you
change
got
your
a photo
clothes.
shoot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Also got some new music. But we-
Yeah, no, you do
but
got
we-
some
but-
new
but
music
we-
coming in there.
But let's ease into
Whoa,
that.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's not
Slow
rush
down,
into the
slow
good
down.
shit.
I've never been one to ease into anything.
Hey,
Like,
shit.
hey.
Well done.
Puff Pass podcast for smooth in this motherfucker over here. Hey,
Oh, man.
but for real, man, Hollywood, it's great to have you here, bro.
It's
Like, I
good to
don't
be
think
back.
people understand. Like, hopefully by the end of this episode, they understand, like, bro, how far we go back, man.
Yeah.
And bro, it's love. Like this is real love right here. It's like I consider this dude like my big bro. Like this is love right here. Like, and it's not even about big bro, little bro. Like this is my bro right here. Like this is for real.
Yeah.
So it's an honor to have you here, man, on the Puff Puff Pass podcast. Scoob Dizzle, how do you feel?
Good, excited. Shit, I've been wanting to get a guest on here for a minute, but yo, it's time. I think we picked the right person.
We here, Hollywood.
Hell yeah,
Hollywood, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about like let's talk about your upbringing. Let's talk about like
who is Hollywood?
From, man. Yeah. Who is Hollywood? Like if someone like who are you? Like who are you? What do you represent? Like all that,
man.
Let's get into it.
As strange as it is, it's my name is Hollywood, but I still stand for Compton. It just is. It's all that I ever have been. But that name just ties into separating myself from bullshit. It's like, everybody got her. Everybody be with her. I'm not finna be a part of everybody. I'm a part of a different breed. It's like, yeah, man. They're like, oh, he bougie. He boosie over there. He Hollywood. Okay, I'm gonna run with it.
Okay.
Give me a brand, I'm gonna make it double. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Did you think people would kind of like look at that in a negative light, but you kind of like, would you say you kind of flipped it?
Yeah, 100%.
Like kind of made it be like, all right, cool. Like you said, like I
own it.
I'll own it.
Yeah,
like
I'm gonna step in it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because I honestly never really asked you either, so that's awesome. That's
it's crazy.
Enlightenment for me. You know what I'm saying? A little perspective on that.
And that came from the
awesome.
The bitches ain't shit YG video shoot. That was behind the scenes when I met somebody. She's like, "Damn, you Hollywood? Yeah, I might be."
There it is.
And that's how Hollywood was birthed right there.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it either.
At a YG
bitches ain't shit video shoot.
At a video shoot with YG. That's Hollywood right there, y'all. Man. So yeah. So let's talk about. So you're from Compton.
Yeah.
Let's get into like with music. Like was music something that was like a constant in your life? Or did it always play a role in your life? And and like kind of like when did you decide like you just
you wanted to do it like professionally, like so, you know what I'm saying, take it serious. Pursue like some
type of a career with it,
Yeah, I mean, music was always in my life. My mom raised us on vinyl, different size records that I didn't know. I just knew that, when she put that needle down, I was gonna hear something right. And Al Green's, all of those things. That was my first understanding of real music. But I was a little corrupted because my brother showed me Snoop, and it's like I appreciate that wholesome stuff, but I'm a kid in the thick of it, where people is shooting at and people is smoking and doing everything else, and it's like shit. I want that, so they put it in the candy. It's like what I'm saying. It was packaged correctly, and I when I heard Bow Wow on a track say, "You better ask somebody," it was like, damn. Okay, this sound like me. Guys, I feel like this is me right here. Damn. I'm sitting on handlebars every day, riding down the street. Oh, this right. Okay, it sounds like my life, and it's like since you can relate to him, you gonna definitely buy a CD. You gonna purchase something. You gonna support Snoop because and then from him, it's just everybody in between. Sugar Free, DJ Quick, but it's like for me, I really just was a Snoop fan over everybody else. That's all I listened to. It's like, I don't know. I'm far from that now, but it was the only thing that appealed to me.
Snoop Dogg is definitely influenced mine as well.
Mm-hmm. And then
it definitely made me want to smoke more Kush.
Right. Yeah. Definitely inspired me to roll some more Kush.
I was so sober. I was like, I don't know. I just don't. Snoop, I'm sorry. I'm late.
I know,
late
man.
to the party.
I know, man.
Right. But you're at the party.
You're at the party now. Yeah, we're going to get into that later. Because, like, Cali, like, Hollywood, you've never been one to partake in, like, any type. For as long as I've known you, I probably didn't meet you at that age for you when you were, like, drinking or if you ever did that or smoked. But for as long as I've known you, you've never been one to, like, partake in, like, drinking, smoking. If you did, it was like, bro, like, that's, like, once in a lifetime type shit.
They're like take a shot. I need you to take a shot for your birthday.
Like, when shit like that would happen, it would be like, what? Like, what? Hollywood's about to, like, take a shot or let's move about to smoke. Like,
stop the music.
So it's like, what kind of, and like, I mean, you've been, we've obviously been cheating. Yeah. Like, what kind of, what kind of, like, what kind of, like, made you, like, want to kind of, like
pick this up?
Yeah, like, indulge a little bit, like. Just roll up some kush, like
shit. It was like last year 420 was the it just was the biggest thing. Pandemic happened. And it was like, this is gonna be like the stoner year. This is the time to step in. And I never really had a problem with it. I just thought it wasn't for me. Like I used to be at the parties like turning the fuck up. But I was like, man, I just want to remember all this for one day when I'm old and not able to do this shit. Like, fuck, I was really doing my stuff at that party. Like, fucking jumping and hitting the ceiling, nigga. Like, dropping to the ground. Like, I was known at every party to get off. I need my little solo session. It's like, man, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
So now, like, you kind of like, how often do you smoke now? Like when you're back at the house, like how often do you smoke? What's the smoke schedule like? You smoking in the morning? You waking and baking?
Nah, no wake and bake.
No wake and bake for you?
Nah, I can't do it. Not unless it's a weekend.
Okay.
You got
So, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
setting rules.
I can't do it.
Run it down for me. Run it down for us at the puff pub. How's your smoking schedule look like?
Man, it's looking like shit. I hit work.
No wake and bakes.
No wake and bake.
Only on the weekends.
Only on the weekend. On the weekend, I can function off a wake and bake, but I can't function in the work environment off the wake and bake.
That's
understandable. It feels beautiful on the way. So
that's understandable. Cool. I think when you're more seasoned, you're gonna definitely be waking and baking before work.
Yeah, this first year locked in.
Right.
This is my first birthday.
Oh, we chiefing.
Hell yeah.
I have to.
You're gonna wake up a little earlier to wake and bake. That's what's up. All right, so
somebody told me it was like this year is the year, and it was like, you know what? It's time to chief, man. I mean, why not?
It's time to chief, man.
And it's like I felt like I could understand if I was gonna be faded. You don't want to have a bad trip off smoking. And I was at a place in my life where I'm like, damn, I could chief and feel like I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
I thought I would slow down. I really did, but nah, not at all. It prides me. I pride myself in focusing while I'm faded.
Yeah,
like I feel good.
Yeah, but no, I hear you on the whole like you're like not wanting to have a bad trip because you like not someone that smokes as frequently.
I missed the whole last thing. I'm sorry.
What you mean?
That was something that I got prior to a bad trip.
Okay. Like what? Like
what happened?
I cheated for the first time with one of my exes. I completely missed this. This is like way back when. And I chiefed with one of them, and as we were chiefing or whatever, I'm like, fuck, bro, this is my first time. I'm high as shit, and I'm only about, 20 at the time? Maybe like 23, 25. I'm like, I never chiefed before. I want to smoke. I want to get high one time. Yeah. I'm a little late, but let's get it. And so we're smoking or whatever, and then we get thirsty. We're house sitting for her best friend. We go to the kitchen or whatever. They got, some drink in there. It's just fruit punch. It's nothing special. We drink it.
No jungle juice.
Not no jungle juice. We're not doing nothing crazy. Turns out we drink we drink like half the bottle. It was lean. And we didn't even know. So now I'm starting to like.
It was better than jungle juice then.
Man. Yeah. I start kind of starting to spin a little bit. And then they're like, hey, we should do shots. And I'm no. Shots, fuck it. Congratulations on your new place. And then we just kept having shots. We probably had like 4, 5, 6.
Got turned.
And it was fucking crazy because I ain't never been high before. And then I had to lean. And then fucking hit the shots. And they were like, look, you gonna spin and you gonna black out. Like, try not to throw up or nothing if you start that shit hit you crazy.
New house.
Don't throw up on the new rug.
Because it was like, damn, I didn't realize the juice was going. Y'all drank the juice? That was lean. Oh shit, we fucked up. They're like, this is what's gonna happen next, just so you know, because y'all kind of faded right now. And I remember my shit started spinning, and when I was out, like I completely felt at ease. Like I you know what I'm saying? I really just was fucked over.
You just kind of let go of the urge of or the need of having or the need of wanting control kind of.
Yeah.
Is that how you kind of is that what you
exactly,
mean?
100%.
Like, let shit be.
I was like, fuck, it's over with. And I just remember waking up.
And that's when you know you're high.
And it's funny, you were probably CrossFaded.
You were probably
who mans is this?
CrossFaded as fuck, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even know what CrossFaded was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was just gonna say.
And my girl was in season, but they was. So they was like, bro, this nigga finna be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I fucking blacked out cold.
So what you're saying is you definitely had a bad experience.
Yeah.
And
So I could see why you would be like, oh, I don't want to smoke kush, bro. Like, I'm straight. All the years I've known you, all the years I've been trying to get you to smoke.
I never
like,
gave you the backstory.
I know,
You
like,
shit.
man.
Why wouldn't he? I'm saying,
never gonna smoke no
But
kush.
you know, man, hey,
you ain't gonna hang out with them.
he got tricked with some lean.
Damn.
They gave him shots, and then
Yeah, that's a motherfucking night.
That's a real.
That's a night you definitely gonna probably fall asleep.
right,
And
absolutely.
That's why even when you used to smoke, I used to be like, "Hey, can I smell it?" Just okay.
Smell that shit.
No, was ready to go, George. Was ready. Huh? No.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So that's where that all came from.
Man. Okay, so let's talk about like, you know, like the collective. You know, how does Hollywood tie into, like, you know, the Rich Mind Collective? How are you like a puzzle piece in the overall,
where do
I
fit in?
Like, you know, the whole thing we're building here, you know, bro, like, let people know, like, cuz like you said earlier in the show, like, at some point, you know, you were making music like pretty
frequently, dropping all the time and getting people to look and listen.
No, I would say just, you know, what was the absence due to?
It was just, I don't know. I did have, like, my computer went down twice and software went down, but it was a finding myself moment. It was more so like, I don't know if this is really what I want, because I haven't performed as hard as I needed to. I haven't done the work that I needed to, and even the sound hasn't completely gotten to where I want it to be. Is this something that I really want my future to be, or is this something I'm doing because it has been a routine?
Right,
and
right.
We're not gonna do it if it's a routine. What am I wasting my time for? Just get out the way. And it's just a different feeling when you write a song and express yourself. And when you put that song out and it's received and somebody attached themselves to it, and it's just like, okay, I touched somebody with just lyrics and vocals, you know, drums and a synth that I played or whatever. It's like, damn, that's meaningful. That's a space and time that could live forever.
Would you say that
it's just
that,
like pop?
No, good.
No, that's it.
I would say like, would you say that, like, fuels you to keep creating?
Yeah. That's what pushed me back.
Okay.
It's like, okay, for all the right reasons, I want to be here. And now I have the inspiration and the belief in myself that this is what I really want. During that time, I didn't completely stop music. It more so was a time for, like, I was going to identify myself as a producer and just do, like, actually writing music for TV. That's what I was looking into. And I'm like, just the vein switch might be what I need, other than trying to pursue being an artist. But
because there's plenty, bro. There's so many ways to make money in this music shit. It's just like you said, maybe you know, as a young independent artist, you know, you don't, and you know, if you don't have, like, management or stuff like that, like, you don't have that guidance, kind of like you know, help you to recognize those things that, man, I need to, like, start this or start looking into things like this,
create a schedule,
shit like that. You know, it's like work ethic and stuff like that. Like put yourself in check and things like that. It's like, man, it's like it can be get a little tough. It's and I think all of us know that. You know, as like independent artists, you know, have a backing or funding, stuff like that to really help you bring to your vision to life. You know, like what you really see, what you're really trying to give to the people, you know, and because you're trying to sell them an experience, I think, as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to just half-ass something, you know, so that's crazy, man. That's
and it's like, you got to learn during that time.
Kind of just like a moment for you to kind of like look in the mirror, like real, like you said, you had to ask yourself, like, yo, am I doing this? It's because it's something I'm used to doing? Like, is it like muscle memory? Like, I gotta wake up and make some beats. Or because it's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know.
This is just something I've been doing since I was, 18. Like, is it something like that, or is it something I'm really passionate about and really want to live my life doing? It's like, nah, this is true. And you have to assess yourself. In anything you do, you might do something out of routine every day. That's why they say they do it religiously. Is that for the reason of you wanting to fulfill yourself that way, or is that just because you don't know what change is like? It's like, all right, I know that this is what I want, so I got to get back to it. I've been wasting time. Now you got to fight for it because it's not easy like last time.
Right. So speaking on those changes, though, what other lanes can you see yourself getting into, like of music? Like what are the type of genres of music do you see yourself?
Hold on. Before we get into that question, let's kind of take it back a little bit because I feel like you didn't really cover like your kind of backstory, like with your music journey. Like you know where did it begin? Like where did it begin? We know like you took a break, like at some point, you know, like in recent time. But it's like let's take it back a little bit for the people that don't know about Hollywood. And then I want to get back to that question. I want to get back to that. Like let's give it more of like a back
on where it came from.
Yeah, like a backstory to this. You know what I'm saying? So where did how like what's the backstory with Hollywood? Like, what happened? So where'd you come from? What happened?
That's easy. Hollywood was like born on Alondra and White Avenue. It's like that's 15806 White Avenue. That's where I was. I was known as Dirt or Ears. Like it was, you know, playing sideline pop every day and hanging out with my, you know, my brother's homies, which were my big homies, and just watching them do the things that people talked about on TV, which was negative a lot of times, but like you might see something happen on the news and understand the people around you to be, you know, we got what we came to get. We got our get back. And it's like, you know, the lifestyle and understanding that, as well as growing into an adult that's fully aware, you know, that's a lot of where my music come from. Like it's just the soul and spirit of Compton. I got to see the best and the worst of it. But, you know, I'm reflective. You know, I might be in Sacramento now, but this is what I come from. That just built it up, listening to the vinyl, getting into Snoop. And then after that, you know, one of the things, my brother had a friend, his name was Bone. He had a studio around the corner from the house. And so me as a young person, I'm there every day, and I would see people coming in and out, and they be recording. And like sooner or later, I just start learning everybody's name, and like this is my brother friend Menace. He's from such and such hood, and he really is fire at rapping. It's crazy how he glorified like the beauty in Compton while also reflecting on the shootings and killings, and people being taken and taking, you know, what you got to take. And, you know, listening to these people and these war stories and the stuff I see every day, like while getting shot at, you know, as a young person and stuff like that, you know, it's almost a beautiful, addictive thing. It could be like nicotine or weed, like whatever. Like, damn, I kind of do want to, you know, indulge in this or reflect in this way or whatever. But, you know, it's just, it's the space that I create from, and it's a space that pushed me to want to record but tell my story, because mine, although I seen it, I didn't have to indulge in ways that other people did. You know, it's just, it's almost Good Kid, Mad City. You got to see the Mad City and grow up in it and understand it, but you don't have to be that way. You could change it, you know. The trajectory just needed to change.
Yeah, man.
And
like that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes you you know what I'm saying? Like Compton made you. Like Compton is a huge part of who you are today. You know, like you said, all the experiences you experienced, you know? All the people you've seen, all the people you've met, cross paths with, boss people, new people, like, you know,
and even people like, you know, as we're talking about the two women that were officiating, is that what I'm saying?
Earlier, and
there's a big referee that's a woman that lives in Compton on one of the streets that I used to be around quite a bit. And it's like you see a Benz or a Bentley pull up and it's her. And it's like, dang, like that's something different to see on a regular street, not like at a mansion, you know. And big people come to our house, and it's just like it's in a dangerous area, but it is the culture of what we, you know, the place we love. It's crazy.
Hey man, there's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's you know, people always, I feel like people always looking for a handout. You know, like people always look like, well, maybe not everybody, but you know, you run across those people that just feel like they're entitled to like certain things, and without really kind of just like, I don't know, like not having like respect for just the overall like the bigger picture, because it's never really about us, you know. It's always a bigger picture, you know. It's about like, you know, how are we gonna push forward the culture, like you said, like,
the effects we have on people.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's beauty in the struggle. So like you said, like Compton, like that's where you're from. Like, you know, you don't usually see that, you know. Oh, someone driving a nice car. Yeah. But it's like, look who it is though. Someone that really, like, you know, came from here too, and like she made something of herself. Yeah. Like whatever people would define as success or successful, like yo, she's like
she's up.
to me, she's
Yeah.
doing it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like she's happy, you know, like she looks like she's
Mhm.
living like her life, her best life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look where she came from. Like, you know, concrete
then-
rose, you know, like Tupac. Like, remember you?
The rose that grew from the concrete.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that. So that's
And
definitely
same thing,
inspirational. Like, you know?
Same thing I would say toward Bone. It's like, you know, somebody might see him and say he's still rapping and he's still, you know, pushing forward, but he's not at a level that they would imagine.
Yeah.
But it's like at the same time, they don't understand the things that he's done to be such a huge figure as in you know, in certain circumstances, pushing other people, making him sacrifice his vision for some time for them, and then still coming out to this day and putting up numbers and you know, people traveling from England and stuff to see him.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a regular business owner that's also really good at rapping. It's like watching him and him bringing like Juvenile and BG and all these people you see on TV, Game, and like all these rappers, Young Buck through, and like, damn, this is real, still in Compton.
Yeah.
Like, you know, business ties and stuff.
And it's like what I said, you know, like everybody has a different definition of success. You know, like some people are saying, oh well, like, oh, I don't know your friend. He hasn't worked with Drake, or he hasn't worked with fucking Migos. He ain't worked with fucking like none of the top 100 motherfuckers. You know. It's like, dude, but there's plenty of other artists out there. There's plenty of other labels. You know, there's plenty of other. You know, it's not just the always top 100 and top 200 motherfuckers. Like, you know, it's like a lot of this, like this music shit is like really has a lot of artists been here. Yeah, and it's all about just how deep do you want to, you know, do the searching.
Yeah.
And so it's like you said, you know, like. Again, someone that came from where you came from and still has huge success in like the music industry and like collaborating with other artists and whatever he was doing, you know, and it's like that's inspirational right there. And even though it might not be at a level where like some people might be like, oh, like still like who is he? Like, bro, like nah, that motherfucker,
he's somebody.
He's somebody, you know, he's doing it.
It
like,
really
you gotta
comes from
that.
this. It's not fake. Yeah.
So yeah, man. So okay, that's
and like Bone, like just sitting in there watching to go where as far as my music came from, watching them in the studio every day and like doing this for I think 2 years and just never recording anything and watching them actively create all the time. That just pushed me to say like, well, if they could create and they're people I know and they're like normal people, then you know, maybe this is for me. Maybe I should try it. And then the first thing I did was try and imitate them and talk about guns and drugs and everything else that I wasn't even in. And as I was doing that, it's like it started a soul search. Like, what am I really going to talk about? Because I do know certain things, but certain things I'm not going to say that I did because I didn't do it. I'm not going to fake anything because I don't come from that. And it's like, you know, getting into that just made me think like, what am I talking about? And a lot of it was struggle in growing up with less than and wanting to buy so much. And like, I dreamed of pulling a Benz up to my old house. Like, just, this is where it started from while owning that house. Like it may not be where I occupy, but I'll still own it. It's a piece of land.
Right.
Like, a place. It's a staple for me. You know, that was the honeycomb. It's like with a lot of different stories that come from that, but it's just, you know, it made me think of what I would do to get there. And then as I tried it, creating became this fun thing for me. Like, I actually recorded on tapes. We did have recorders and headsets into recorders and had a beat going or whatever. It's like it was it wasn't 8-track, it was actually tapes. Like,
and, I never knew that. Or at least I don't think I did.
In the garage.
That's crazy.
It's fucking crazy. After school, just walking home like, damn, y'all want to rap? Like, fucking right. I've been writing since I was 11. I'm fucking 16, 17 now. Let's go. And wax. Hell yeah. Let's drop it. Bangers. No internet, no nothing. Like, it's like, it's not that. MySpace was going to come around soon, but that was, you know what I'm saying?
And like you just haven't seen it now. You're just passing the tapes out.
Man, age myself so hard. But it's like doing that every day, and it felt good. And then getting into, you know, a regular home studio at somebody's garage that was built just like, you know, Control Room, but you know they can't fuck with Control, but but something built like this, and then like really recording and like getting stage fright, getting actually like afraid, like visibly shaking to record because it was finally real and it's not my Dell computer with a headset or whatever. Then it's like getting that and knocking it out and being resilient in that moment. as well as then like get into a space where being in Hollywood with YG and Ty Dolla $ign and Mustard, and then you know Rihanna's A&R walking in and stuff like that. Like
You were in those rooms.
yeah, and it's like
crazy,
damn,
bro.
I could be that same thing just like they were. I just was afraid before, and I'm not anymore. I'm standing on it. You know? Hell yeah.
Experience, you know, like just like you know, like you said, like you get put in those situations, like it forces you to grow. It forces you, to, and if you don't, like you know, at least you soak up game. At least you like you gotta take something from it.
Yeah,
at least try.
It's a lesson. It's never a loss. And I appreciate that. It really like I really started seeing that it could be real and that I could do that because it's something I really love enough to do it, and I'm gonna push. You know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hollywood. You know, there it is. For those who don't know. Let's get back to what Scooby was saying.
No, I was just saying, like you know, speaking on like changes and growth and all that stuff. What other lanes of music do you find yourself getting into in the future?
Now that you're starting to put out music
to do music again. You know, the last 2-3 years have been a hiatus as far as releasing music, but during that time, I just been soaking up game on sync licensing. I definitely plan to make albums and soundtracks for TV, for movies, for film, for video games, and especially when they start getting into royalties for that. But some of the highest paid artists in music are sync licensing artists. Right. They're writing for these films and they're played millions of times. So it's like millions of eyes, and you really can make the music that you love. You just adapt it. Like, you know, if it's hip hop, if it's deep hip hop, you might want to speed it up, and it still might be a different type of boom bap. But it's something that, you know, a good example of that is like Kendrick and TDE when they did the Black Panther soundtrack. And stuff.
Right, exactly.
It's like, you know, but that's what I plan to do. You know, a 15-second play is something that lets the world know what you make, and just like you know, Charlie Puth is a big example of that with that "See You Again" and Wiz Khalifa, Fast and the Furious, or Paul Walker.
Okay, you're right.
That's sync licensing. It's like in full effect because that person literally became known and got a career from it, and he makes amazing music. And it's like, you know, you still get to share that with the world. You just do it in a different way. You may not be known like Drake initially, but you know, it just takes time in a different vein, and that lane could pay you forever. So,
so you think you're just gonna be focusing? Is that gonna be like your focus coming into the new year? Just focusing on that.
Focusing on that as well as still dropping. My main focus really is just dropping music. Okay. But I definitely see myself settling into dropping music and then making albums to send out for that as well. It's like once I get a little more settled, now that I'm back to recording.
So then
it's coming and swinging.
You know, 4 years and I'm back.
Who would you say your audience is then?
My audience,
like who are you targeting? Who do you want to reach?
People that are lost. You're in something and you don't feel like you fit in. For me, it's like being a black person but being light skinned. It's like that put me in a different lane. You know, being a person that raps but doesn't talk about killing somebody every day, or talk about let me throw some money every day. It's like, you know, this is where the pain comes from. These are the things I'm looking into in my life. These are the changes I want to make. You know, this is the way I want to grow my people.
Right.
Like, it's, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, man. I feel you, bro. I hear you. And even though you haven't put out music in a while, you could definitely hear that on like a certain project. I want to get like an older project I put out called "Working on Paradise." That's one of the projects that you put out that you made available on DSPs.
Yeah.
You know, you easily could have not, you know. So I feel like, you know, all the music you put out, like you want, like you believe in it, like it's music that you want people to hear, and that was one project that stood out to me. You know, even when you dropped it. For those who don't know, you dropped like in 2017, like around that time, right? Was it 2017?
Like 2016, 2017. And it was out for a minute. It's like it had its burn, and it did a little bit on internet radio, got a few interviews, and it traveled a little bit, but you know, as much as SoundCloud was good, it wasn't as good as putting it on DSPs.
Yeah.
And putting it out now and still seeing people listening to it, and I'm Back, which is one of my oldest songs. One of the first few songs I really made with Obi-Wan. And seeing that still kind of go crazy, And not like, you know, when I say that, you know, my streams are a little lower since I'm starting up again.
Right.
You know,
like it's been a minute since you put like some recent content.
But it allows me to see exactly who I'm targeting and what I'm doing to reach them. And so as I'm reaching them, it's like this is all something where I could speak to them and utilize them. You know, hashtags that go Germany and Switzerland, just because I know that people out there listening, I need to travel to them or something.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a great perspective to have because most, you know, I hear you. It's a great perspective
I like to watch it build. It's part of the process.
Yeah, man.
That absolutely is.
I was just gonna say, but that project in particular, like I think, you know, that's a personal favorite of mine. Out of everything that you dropped, like and you know, just projects and singles, because I like I said, we go way back, so I remember like everything, like the growth. Man. You know what I'm saying? And and that project.
They only miss you when you're dead and you go.
And like,
that's true.
Hey man, you were on to something back then. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. But like that project, like I think like that's just like one of my personal favorites of yours, man. I feel like couple standout tracks to me on that project was your first. I think it was like the first 3 tracks actually. First 3. Yeah. It's A Soul. Yeah. That's the intro track. Energy, number 2. And then In a Minute. Yeah. In a Minute out of those 3 is my top one. In a Minute. I think like that song just like I think my personal opinion, that's a song that best represents Hollywood. Like if you don't know if you don't know Hollywood, SeeImHollywood.
Yes, sir.
Go run that song back.
You need to listen to that song and like I think like that's a great fucking song that just shows
it's
who
like
you
nurturing.
are.
It's like nurturing of your spirit, man.
Bro, I think that song you just kind of captured. Show your vulnerability, your vulnerability a little bit too. Like you know, you kind of rapped about some personal things that happen. Struggles of like just juggling music and just everything like in life. You know, like
being born without a dad and you know, having a single parent household and you know, watching people get shot and
just a real personal track.
Yeah. So, while still being like funny and goofy and like I was born pretty much my father died before I left. I do my everything and tell my mama we be rich.
So like being like that though, what would you say your most valuable like I guess your most valuable loss? You know what I'm saying? Because like losses are like lessons. Like you know what I'm saying? Seeing so much. What's the most like? I guess.
The biggest thing I wish I could have changed.
Yeah, well, not even changed, but like was able to pull from like what did you learn after seeing and going through some of the stuff that you did? Like that, oh man, it's happening like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I really learned that anything's possible because you watch somebody lose their life and you sitting there wondering why. Like across the street from me, there are 2 twin brothers. They sell dope and they are the coolest people in town. Well, they just got gunned down 1 year, like 3 years apart in the same way in front of their mom's house. And their mom came out and had them in their arms. You know, why did that happen to them and did not happen to me? Because I'm wearing the wrong color in the place that I live. So what makes me special? And what makes Kendrick special? And what makes YG special? And what makes, you know, anybody else? Like, why are we still here? It's like, man, it's a lot to pull from it. But it's a beautiful thing to use for inspiration.
Absolutely.
I hope I answered that.
No, you didn't.
I feel like I be rambling sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, that was exactly what I was. That's what I was asking. I was just trying to like get the right wording, if you would. It was just But I'm glad you picked it up and And
no, you're good. And like I said, I was just trying to pull back from like your older like your past catalog, you know, because that's really like all that you have available right now. Because you know, I want to get into like, you know, what's the plan for like, you know, future Hollywood stuff, you know, like are we expecting new music soon? Are you working on anything? What's your 2021 looking like? If it's off the top of your head, I don't want you to give away too much. You know, I don't want you to give away your whole play, your whole game plan.
Of course,
you know, I'm not trying to do that, but you know, is there anything that you can give us? And for anyone that's listening that does tune in, that you know want to get to know and
just go ahead and plug yourself in.
Plug yourself in. The floor is yours. What do we expect?
Easy call. Just to step back just a second. Working on Paradise is the most recent project, but or at least recently created. But the other project that I just put out was the Songs You Loved. Correct. And that was you know, going back to every song that my brother heard that nobody else heard. And you know, all of the things that he loved that I made, and he asked me like when I would put them out. And you know, after his untimely passing, you know, I went back to it and was like, damn, he loved this. I'm putting this out. I remember him listening to this in his car before we could just distribute to, you know, whoever, Apple Music, Spotify. It's like, damn, he loved this. He loved this. He always asked me, was they going to finish this song? And even unfinished, whatever, like I just chopped them down, made them a little more clean sometimes. And I dropped it. And it was like, this is a dedication. It may not be my best stuff that I feel that I'm making now.
As a person.
But the sentimental value to it.
Yeah, it was one of the deepest, you know, projects that I got to drop.
After hearing that, like now I'm gonna look at that album a little different. Because when you first put it out,
it's like the songs you loved. What does that even mean?
Honestly, when you did start putting out your music on DSPs and whatever, I was like, what is this? I was like, I don't think there were some tracks that I did hear. I think if I'm not mistaken, there was probably some. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. I feel like I heard probably one or two of those tracks on like the album on that project. Like, oh, maybe he just put like a compilation of just like some couple loopsies that he had, and like you know, he's been holding on for a while,
like a flash drive.
You know, just kind of like, hey, this is what I was working on. You know, or this is what I had. Like
that never got to you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just
that
to
you
kind of
appreciate.
Wait until the new shit comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but after hearing that, like, damn, I'm definitely gonna look at that album, hear that album again. And after hearing that perspective, is gonna like, damn. Yeah. The smoking
Hell yeah, because when you do, Orange Crush is like the first song.
Orange Crush, that's one that I knew. That's one.
And that one, it was my brother had built. I believe it was a custom '87 Regal with a partially chrome engine, and
it happened to be orange.
Yeah, and it was Orange Crush, and he was like, "Bro, what am I going to call this car?" And he had like some like burnt orange with like a shimmer, bro. It's crazy. And they called it Orange Crush. He was like, man, I'm gonna call it Orange Crush. And then, so when you listen to that song, if you really listen to it, all I'm talking about, I'm describing 3 cars. And one is a Camaro, it's like black and gray. And one is my brother's Regal, which is Orange Crush. And then one is something else, probably a Bentley or something. That's all. That's on the record. But yeah. So every line is that. And then as far as new music coming, so I do have a single coming out with Ace right now, Escondidas, I think it's called. But I don't want to butcher that. But we are working on something. We're looking at dropping it sometime next month, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty soon. Some Hollywood pretty soon. At least a taste of and it's gonna be in like kind of new territory. It looks like.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah, because Ace, for those who don't know, we're gonna be trying to be getting Ace out there pretty soon. Breaking him and see what's going on with him. But Ace is gonna be I think making his little debut.
He's gonna take us to Brazil, man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready because that sound is fire.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, like it's been a minute.
New flavor.
Been a minute since he's been working on stuff too. So yeah, the fact that you're on that single,
right? You guys are actually doing something together. That's
awesome. That's crazy. That's a whole nother.
I think that's important because it's like you like that place that I play in the Rich Minds Collective is like Ace is a different type of artist than most of us here. There are quite a few of us that are like really deep into boom bap and then like a little indie hip hop and like we all got like slightly a different sound. And I'm more commercial, and then Ace is more commercial in that vein. But I can tie into, all of the deep boom bap pockets and stuff because I produce and I rap. So it's like I can tie into those, but we get to play those different parts where we can, push a sound that's going to include all the rest of our friends as well as we getting included into those spaces and being creative as well as showing people what we can do. Hell yeah.
And just, since we're on that topic of the single, very excited about Ace. And I just think it's going to be something new.
It's going to be something to look out for, I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
And like you said, I'm
going to change things over here.
Yeah, like you said, I think we're just going to bring it a little different sound, again, we're going to just, I think our collective, we've always been a pretty, we're a pretty diverse group.
Yeah, we're really different.
Absolutely.
Multicultural. Like one of the few.
Like you can't compare it. Like I don't know. It's just so different, but so talented. And I'm not trying to what's the phrase? Blow on horn or whatever.
Yeah,
is that what you
horn.
like? Whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, you know.
One thing I learned though, yo, if you don't do it, nobody else will. So.
Nobody will if you don't have that
There it
like
is.
Russ attitude where everybody gonna hate you.
Right.
Then ain't nobody gonna love you. Like it's
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, I just wanted to say, like, you know, because like I said, Ace is, like you said, Ace is that single that's gonna drop that you're gonna be a part of is gonna be a totally different sound. That's what people might be used to if they've been tapped in with the Rich Mind Collective.
Yeah.
With the Rich Minds Collective, you know, it's gonna be a
They're
different
gonna
sound.
be like, oh man, you guys are on this now.
Hell
But
yeah,
it's
this
like-
is what you doing.
But it's like, hey, this is what Ace is doing, you know. This is Ace's like this is gonna be Ace's sound, you know, right here. And shout out to Obi-Wan because he's been, you know, helping him kind of craft together that project too.
Yeah,
Not trying to like go sidetrack completely into that, but you know,
Nah, they sharpen each other.
yeah, you know, like,
iron sharps iron.
I'm excited to see that. You know, hopefully we'll get them on a future episode when that time's right. But I guess look forward to that
Till
for
then, yeah.
Hollywood because
Look
Hollywood's
forward
going to
to
be
it.
on that single, on that feature single, on that upcoming single with Ace. And what's
And then,
what's the song title again? I know you probably said you
I
got it
think
wrong.
it's
But you-
Escondidas.
Okay, you got
Escondidas, that sounds nice.
Probably sound better than I'm gonna say it.
Man, I don't know, bruh. I also wanted to say I am working on a project.
Man,
but
man's right there.
There's
Ace walking in right now.
There she is.
ACO.
Hey,
Ace
my
walking
guy,
in
my
right now.
lady. We're working on that single and gonna drop it. But I'm also working on a project. It's a little early, so I don't want to get into it, you know, too far. But it's a more simple sound that I'm going for, and just having a little fun with music.
Yeah.
So I don't have too much of a title. I do, but it's so early that I don't know. But it'll be like 6 songs, something simple. I want to keep it in that vein.
Okay.
I do want to find a more creative way to drop. Like maybe I might not necessarily just drop two singles. I might go 4 or 5 and then, you know, figure out a different thing to do.
Try to go a different way on different route with the rollout.
Yeah, maybe
Interesting.
2 videos as the last 2, or like you know, I don't know, but
It's in the works.
it's in the works and it's an idea. But as I start recording more and getting more out, you know, it's a roller coaster. I get to enjoy it.
Hey man, like I said, I'm very excited for the whole squad. I'm excited
Oh,
for
yeah.
you, Hollywood. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Our first guest. I'm excited to, you know, I'm excited that you're here to just, you know, kind of let people know like your story
we got
and
going on.
like where we're at. Because like I said,
Just like you said, yeah, you know, that break you took, it's kind of like, all right, well, hey, he's been with us. He's just been, you know, finding
in
his
the
own
cut.
stuff right now. But hey,
bro,
he found it.
Hey, the collective,
Man.
the family tree, it's slowly getting bigger, man. And it's
Bro,
like we got the roots. Well, I don't even know how you would say it, but
Roots are planted.
bro.
Yeah.
Like we got a solid team, solid group, and you know I'm very excited this year. A lot of new stuff's happening. Hollywood, like I said, episode 6 of the Puff Puff Pass podcast. We taking shit to new levels,
New heights.
new heights.
Let's go.
More intense conversations,
Yeah.
more kush,
Yes, sir.
fucking
Just more everything, man.
more
Ski.
everything.
Yes,
We're finally
sir.
gonna play the fucking Puff Puff Pass. No, we're finally gonna play our
Puff
game.
and pass, man.
We're finally
Yeah.
gonna play the
Puff,
Puff Puff and Pass game. Puff Puff Pass podcast, motherfuckers.
Let's go.
So,
about
let's
this?
break down the rules really quick before
All right,
we
go
get.
ahead.
Let me
Let me
go
know,
ahead
let me
and reintroduce the game and
all right, so
before we because we're gonna
the
be
game's
ready
called
to,
the Puff Puff and Pass, obviously. So we're gonna give you 3 names. You're gonna puff and puff with one of them, and you're gonna pass on smoking with the other one.
Yeah.
But for what reason though? All right, so
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 3. Dan's gonna give you 3.
No. We should no. I thought we were.
What do you
just,
mean? No.
I
Hey,
thought,
I'm gonna
wait,
give
hold
you
up.
3.
What do you mean?
I thought
Dan's gonna give you 3.
I'm
okay.
officially. I'm obviously confused because I thought we were just gonna give him 3 into.
I can give him 2 3s. It doesn't matter. How do you want to
How
do it?
about you pick 2 guys? I'll pick one. And we'll give him. He has 3 guys to choose from. That
Go
way,
ahead. Go ahead.
let's
go
do
ahead.
that. So
Let's do that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. So you go.
You give me the one, and I'm giving 2 just out of nowhere.
I'm off top say Nipsey Hussle's definitely gonna be in that
What? It's a
3.
puff.
You know
It's
what I'm
All
saying?
over.
right. All right.
But hold up,
Over.
not
And
yet.
just because
Ain't
of
no not yet.
just because of previous conversation before we started recording, the next 2 people are going to be Kanye and Tekashi 6ix9ine, my man.
Whoa.
I
Hold
know
up,
you
that
don't like
just-
them. That's
man,
why I'm
we
like, all right,
don't,
well,
we stand
let's
on
see what
principle.
happens.
We don't support nothing like that.
Oh, hold up. Let's
Yeah,
rephrase.
we
So
don't.
let's
That's disrespectful.
let's run this. Let's rewind it real quick. So,
All right.
so your 3 people are Kanye West, Tekashi 6ix9ine,
Oh no! Don't do that.
Nipsey
And Nipsey
Hussle.
Hussle.
Who you gonna smoke with? who you puffing,
easy.
puffing with,
Easy.
And
Pass
who
on
you-
6ix9ine.
and who you passing on. Like you ain't, he ain't smoking. He ain't in your cipher.
Passing on 6ix9ine. I'm puffing with Nip, and I'm a puff with Kanye.
There it is.
You
But
know
why
what
not
I'm saying?
6ix9ine though?
Because he's a pedophile.
Because he
bro.
is
'Cause he's a
everything's
weirdo.
wrong with him.
He's a
Everything he
snitch.
stands
stands
for.
on
Just,
nothing.
just,
He's a
just make it
hoe.
be known. Just had to ask.
That man,
Everything he stands for.
I mean,
Is not right. Absolutely.
that man has nothing in his soul. Come on, man.
Now I wish I would have gave you 3 other.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I'm
no,
telling
this
you,
is
I don't know
good.
why that was easy. I mean,
All right.
because I
I
grew up
told
on
you
Kanye.
it was easy.
I don't rock with Kanye no more, but I still grew up on him. So I would, like college dropout, I would like
But the way
to
you were
kick some
talking earlier
knowledge.
was
I know.
like,
Hey, I was
don't
like,
even
ready.
fuck with
Yeah,
Kanye.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, all
I'll come
right.
off for this hate.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
I was
over.
like, wait, he
Let's
was
get him.
saying talking about that earlier.
Right,
Like,
right, he was. He was.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't fuck with this Kanye like
Fuck
this.
it. I guess next time our 3 is just gonna be a little more challenging.
Give me another
I like
3. I'm
that,
with
though.
it. Shit.
Hey man, hey man. Well, Hollywood. Scooby, is there anything that you want to say before we go, or anything you want to ask Hollywood? I just want to really quick.
No, I think I'm good here. We kind of got everything. Just plug yourself, man. Where can we find you?
Yeah, really quick. One more time, Hollywood.
SeeImHollywood on all platforms. YouTube is youtube.com/IamCalifornia with a K.
And expect new
More
things.
music coming soon. You know, more music, more sound, stuff on TV, all that. That's gonna do that.
Talk your shit, Hollywood.
Oh shit!
It's just time to do it, man.
Podcast.
Right.
This is the time to do
Break
it.
something before I leave.
The Puff Puff Pass podcast, man. Episode 6. Thank you again to our guest,
For real,
Hollywood,
thank
bro.
you for pulling up,
Thank you,
man.
Puff
man.
pass. I love this.
Thank you, bro. We gonna
This is
smoke.
home.
We gonna smoke some more kush after
Yeah.
this.
Easy
Exactly.
because I'm fucked over.
That being said, though, hey, I just finished up rolling mine. I'm gonna let you guys finish up rolling yours. It's been the Puff Puff Pass podcast. Dan-GANJA, Scoop Dizzle.
This
See you on my
one. Hollywood.
There you go.
Much love.
It's the Puff